The decision of whether you do or don't do this can make a humongous difference in your subscriber growth over time, but you really have to be careful with how you use it. But first, you've kind of got to understand some fundamentals of what a subscriber is in the first place. See, a lot of people think that if you subscribe to a channel, it means you want to watch it more. Now, that's true for me, and it's probably true for you, considering if you're my target audience, you create YouTube content. But it's actually not true for a lot of people. YouTube did studies on this, and they found that sometimes a sub just meant they wanted to say good job, or it meant, oh yeah, I really like this video, I'd like to see more of it, except that they only like that very one specific thing on your channel and they'll never watch another piece of your content. And that's part of where the danger is. If you're making content that's hitting outside of your perfectly targeted audience, you're gonna get people and ask them to sub who are more suggestible, and they just go, yeah, I'll subscribe to that, and then you sit on their subs list and they never watch it. They never see your content again, and that's sending a signal saying people don't actually like their channel when they sub to it. What you want instead is to be creating very targeted content to your target audience, and then maybe asking them to sub. Why is this an argument? Well, there are a couple big reasons. One is that subs do and don't mean something. So like if you ask someone to sub and they do, are they even the people you want to sub to your channel, because they may or may not watch your content? The way to get around this for me is to ask for the sub further into your content, half or more of the way through your video, because those who have stuck around are more likely to be interested as long as your video is actually on niche or aimed at your target audience. The other big issue is the way that people, both historically and still a lot today, have asked for a subscribe. See, a lot of people will just say, hey, real quick, can you go ahead and hit subscribe right now? But it just feels a little needy, which can be off-putting. Another way to handle this has been the creative sub request. It'll be like a cut in, and they'll say something like, hey, real quick, while I've got you here, if you're appreciating this, can you go ahead and click subscribe down below and make sure you get the bell on so you get all the notifications when they come out.
I make content about da 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 da.
It's getting a little long, right? There's a big risk here, and we can see it in watch time graphs, that people click away while you're asking for the sub. And the solution to that is to make sure you're being brief about it and adding value. I like to combine the solution both for the call to action placement in the video and for the value add and brevity issue. So what I like to do is more like half to 2/3 of the way through your video. One, make sure you have your next point in your head so it all flows smoothly, but say something like, and hey, if this has been valuable to you, I make videos every week with helpful YouTube tips and tricks. If you want to catch those, consider subscribing down below and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss them when they come out. But I'm also really curious, do you guys ask for subscribes in your video? I want to know, so comment down below, and also let me know, where in your videos do you ask for them? How has it worked out for you? And how do you ask for subs? See, the part where I was actually asking for something from you was pretty brief. It was under 5 seconds. The rest of that call to action was me saying, I've got value to offer you. I made it about you and not about me. And then I immediately, in the same breath, went on to saying, hey, I'd love your feedback. What do you think about this? What do you do on your channel? The more you make it about your audience and not about you, the more people can see that you're a naturally generous person, and we like generous people better. Now, maybe calls to action aren't your biggest struggle. What you're struggling with might be ending your videos. Well, I actually made a whole scripting video where I showed you how to crash your video instead of ending it. So after you hit subscribe, go ahead and click here to watch that.